Alright, so let's try this again. Why did I go this way? This is gonna be my second attempt at a motovlog. So my name is Scott. I am been riding motorcycles on and off for the last, as my wife put it, 17 years. She figured that out yesterday. Or 16 years. So since 2007, that's when I got my license. So I have been riding, and this is been starting to get interested in moto vlogging. Just got back from a Cars and Coffee event. We are not behind a Holden, we are behind a Chevrolet SS. Same thing depending on who you are. But good little turnout there, not too bad. But I'm gonna do some back road riding, then I'm gonna make my way home. I got stuff to do today, but I want to go riding right now. We're gonna go over South Mountain, take some back roads, stuff like that, using the Pennsylvania terrain to the best of our ability, the best of my ability. Yeah, Cars and Coffee, good turnout, not great. Some guys were leaving at, like, you know, the event started at 6:30. Some guys were leaving at 8. I'm like, come on. So, and here I am leaving at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, I did stick around, got a good coffee, and yeah, so anyway, we're in Bethlehem right now, and we're going to be making our way around town, and probably just going to turn left here. Got a little bit of city driving. Nope, I should have turned. Yes, I am clueless to what's going on here. I want to go up around the mountain, get to Lehigh University's mountaintop campus. Just want to be absolutely positively clear I'm good. Yeah, I hate these small streets. I do commute almost daily on this motorcycle. I will probably not do a daily commute like some moto vloggers do. Those who do, great for you. But for me, it would be the same old stuff every day and be boring. And I don't want to do that to anybody. Here we go, we're by Zollner. Gonna turn left here. Zollner Art Center, really nice performing arts center, good people that work there. And college is out. It's a Sunday morning. Nobody's really busy you know, nothing's really too crazy. Happy Fillmore. That's good. One thing I do not like about this campus, the hills. Gotta go slow. And so I ride a BMW 1150 GS 2002. I've had this for over a year now. I've I've done an iron butt on it. Nope, that's the wrong street. Yeah, I've done iron butts. I've put about like 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it since I've had it. Last year was an okay year. Yeah, I don't want to follow this cop all the way, but I might. So I put my signal on before you, mister. I'm not following you, I swear. Give him a little bit of a... So we're gonna... Yeah, so I've been riding this for about a year. Lehigh University has been one of my favorite places to take it. I've taken this thing on and off-road. There's a really good group on Facebook that has gravel trails in eastern PA. So I did that ride, and that came out in January. So in the middle of January, I'm riding, because we had a really warm winter this year, which I'm a little bit happy about. It's not really great for our ecosystem. It's a little concerning, but I mean, I got an opportunity to ride every month of the year, you know, pretty much on the weekends. I mean, the mountain is cool. I mean, this is just really a really cool look, and yeah, I might take that road, head down that way. It's a little bit more boring, but I don't know. Let me just keep going here. I wanted to see if my friend's working too, but because I'm like, hey, let's go to Cars and Coffee. He's like, oh, I have to get my butt up, and nope, he ain't working. So, go for a nice spirited ride. See if anything interesting's going on. I don't think so. Used to do work up here too. Really neat event venue. But it's nice just to go for a nice motorcycle ride, not have to think about anything. Look, he's in a parking lot. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So I don't know what I want to do on the way down. If I want to go... If I want to go through... If I want to go through the other side of the mountain and then take back roads around the Coopersburg area, or if I want to take... If I want to go through... Yeah, see, I don't want to do Lower Saucon too much. I'm not a big fan of Lower Saucon. You're taking 378, it's boring. So, but yeah, like, I'm probably boring by rambling about stuff like that. But before I got this bike, like, can I make a turn there? I don't know. Nope, I think I now just screwed myself. I gotta go this way. I should turn left there. Oh well. mean, I could probably find a place to turn around to. This might lead me back into campus. No, this is going to take me through 78. Like I said, I don't want to go that way. Come on. Come on. But I'm not from here. I'm from Connecticut. My kid goes here. Yeah, I love these mountain roads are awesome. I get on 378. I do know a couple of cool back roads. Lehigh's it's probably the biggest college in the Lehigh Valley. I didn't go there. I am a community college graduate, and I went to a state college up in at East Stroudsburg. So just a little bit of background. I barely use that degree, but I do use it about 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year. Yeah, so doing yeah, my original life goal was stage lighting, and it is a hell of an industry. I'm kind of glad I'm not in it, because guess what? I can, you know, I have time off, and unfortunately with that job, I would have never had time off. But that job led me to a lot of things. I ended up in Michigan at one point, doing work out there. That's actually where I met the previous owner of this bike, and he was a big BMW guy. I was a Cowie guy at the time with Kawasaki's. I like my Ninja 250s and my 500s. To be honest, I probably should look at getting a Connie, like a 1000 Concourse, since that is like that's my progression through Kawasaki. Well, I was complaining about being on 378, but guess what? Not for long. Back roads. Come on, buddy, go. Something wrong with that guy's car. I mean, that brake light shouldn't be on all the time. So, or PA back roads. That Camaro's been sitting, oh man. Windows are open on that Camaro, that poor thing. I guess I get easily distracted. So, yeah, I'm just cruising along here. Hopefully this guy is flying. Gotta be careful around guys like that. I always liked, when I was doing some event work at Lehigh, I always took this way back to the place I was living. I don't live there anymore, but it got me from point A to point B. But yeah, this was always one of my favorite roads. Not too crazy, not too bad. Still got some twisties here. Unfortunately, the app I'm using, DTech, it's a good app, but it's not telling me it wouldn't give me the ultra twisty from here to home. And it's like, no, I want an extra twisty ride, so I got to go off of my intelligence and experience and use the roads that I know. Like, if I keep going straight, I'm going to end up in Allentown, and boring old Allentown. I really just, no, I'm good. So that guy has a stop sign, but he didn't know where he was going to begin with. So back on Emmaus Avenue. Which Emmaus Avenue, it's not bad, it's a little boring. We will be going into Allentown, and it's very boring because they just slowed down to a crawl. There's a couple churches, so they're probably on their way to church on a Sunday. And the other thing is, I'm going to Spirited. That's the thing, I'm not, with this bike being geared and the way it acts it's not, I don't need to ride Spirited on this. I think my top, I've pushed, that 6th gear on this is just, I kind of think it's unnecessary. When I was doing my Saddle Sore 1000 last year, I was just cruising, put it in 6th, and I barely touched that throttle. I did not need it at all. 4th and 5th gear in this is just my normal cruising gear. You know what? Let's take Honeysuckle. You gotta be careful. We got wet leaves. That's very important. Nice hilly roads. Could take Veracruz. Yes, I am riding Spirited right now. I don't want to ride too Spirited, so I had a bad experience the first time I ever, actually it's the only time I've ever taken this bike out on a group ride. And so I am a BMW MOA member. Now, this bike is the biggest bike I've ever had. It's definitely too tall. I still got to work on getting new springs for this to lower it and do some other stuff. Well, the guy who was leading the group ride, yeah, he didn't care if you were new or not. And it was trial by fire. I didn't have a communication set up yet. I didn't have really anything else. And he had like a 1200 BMW, the Sport, so it was lowered and everything, and that guy could rip around mountain roads like nothing. And we went up north, and yeah, it just was insane with him. And not gonna lie, he kind of scared me off from doing group rides for a while, because he ended up just beating the crap out of me. And don't get me wrong, it was my first week or two on the bike. I should have replaced tires last year. I should have done a lot of stuff last year and I didn't, which was a huge mistake. And so I rode with those guys. The one old timer who has an 1150 like me, he basically said he noped out. Like, he started with us and he says, nah, he's driving too fast, I'm not doing this today, and he just bounced. So especially like being one of my first major rides, it just was too much. We ended up near Elliesburg. I should have just went off and went to Knoebels that day, which Knoebels is an amazing little it's an amazing little amusement park, which if you have kids, go. If you like roller coasters, go. If you like that old-timey park feel, go. And yeah, so we ended up out there, and I should have just said, hey, I'm gonna pull off and go ride roller coasters, because that's another hobby. Love roller coasters. Got a trip planned to hit up a lot of the parks in one day, like everything from Bushkill Park to Del Grasso to Kenny. I want to do that all in one day. And Waldemere, and yeah, I want to just hit everything up. Like, that is kind of, I want to do the ultimate amusement, PA amusement park. And I got a similar ride with the PA dirt tracks or PA tracks on iRacing. I am on iRacing. I'm starting to really think about not doing that anymore. I'm not happy with the product right now. I'm not happy with the community right now. And there's one or two people that are just not making it fun anymore. And the fact is, iRacing's not putting out the content I'm looking for. And so maybe it's time I take a break from that for a couple years and just put a sheet over just hang up the sim rig for a little bit. It was great for the pandemic, but it's now, pandemic's over. You know, we gotta move on. So, I don't know, motorcycling's been really good since last year. I've been having more fun. I'm not going to complain about iRacing too much, because one thing, and one of the reasons why I got this GoPro, and unfortunately it just didn't work out this weekend, I was supposed to go to Mount Washington. Well, iRacing put Mount Washington on the sim, so I can practice with cars, unfortunately, not with motorcycles. I can practice going up and down the auto road. But as the week went on, I was going to take Friday off, ride all the way up in one day, and then take 2 or 3 days down, or 2 days to get back here to Pennsylvania. And with the way everything was going, with the weather, they were expecting high winds and rain up there on the mountain. And the problem is, yeah, they're not going to allow bikes up if it's like that. So another day, you know, I will try to do that. It is one of the neatest roads. Right now it was all paved. Unfortunately, this winter was one of the roughest for Mount Washington. Even though it was completely, you know, no snow down here, it was crazy snow up there up until the first week of May. And yeah, it just, you know, it's a shame I couldn't go up, but next year's another year. I'll go up then, or not next year. I'll try to go like around August or September. My wife, she was really nice last year. We did a trip to the Northeast in the car. We were hitting up Maine and Massachusetts and all these other places. And she goes, well, do you want to hit out Mount Washington? I said, it's too far out of the way. I said, no, let's not do that. But I appreciate my wife for wanting to do that. She just got her permit the other day, and I'm really proud of her for that. Now I just got to get her a bike. I've been joking with her about the Justin Bieber Vespa. She's like, I want a scooter. I'm like, get a Vespa. I go, get the Justin Bieber Vespa. I'm pretty sure we can talk them down. You know, nobody wants that damn thing. And then she goes, I don't want that damn thing. I'm like, okay. So that's not what we're gonna get. So yeah, we're back roads here. I like Veracruz. It's nice. I gotta watch out for deer. I was doing a test run for the Covered Bridge tour. I know I want to have Walton, PA on that one. He is a Covered Bridge aficionado. And I was doing a test run on that, and you know, it worked out really well. I'm using Detect. Him and somebody else on the Discord recommended that app, and it kind of blows Cali, Moto, and Rever out of the water in some aspects. The navigation is wonderful for motorcycles. And the navigation's wonderful for that. And then you know, it just worked. And it's been a while since I had an app that just worked. My issue with Cali Moto is you can't find anything, and then, you know, it's wrong about road closes. Like, one of the covered bridges was closed last year for construction, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Well, it reopened, but Cali Moto still says it's closed. So I was trying to make a route there, and that just didn't work. So we ended up not, you know, and Rever's GPS is so broken. I mean, I'm a subscriber for premium, not anymore. I mean, come June, I'm out. Yeah, it really wasn't worth it. They give me, like, what do they give me that's important? Really don't give me a lot. I mean, they give me really good mapping, but if, you know, if I have to make a GPX file and drop it into something else, then it's just not worth it. Because Cali Moto had good GPS. Like, you drop that GPX file in, it worked, except for the first time. That day I did a gravel ride with this bike, the voice was so creepy. But then I found out, hey, you can easily change it, and it really worked. Whereas Rever was like, oh yeah, we're Rever, we're gonna do whatever we want, and you know, oh hey, you know how you have this 150-mile loop? Yeah, it's now 2 miles. And I was like, yeah, that's not right. First world problems. So it's gonna be. So Detect worked out really good. I was messing with that for Mount Washington. I wanted to stay at a hotel called the Arlington Inn. There's a motorcycle rider named Buzz Cantor. He now runs the place, and it looks really nice. But yeah, I wanted to just stay at night, and you can't stay at night. So it's like, well, that sucks. But he had 2 of these GS's. He put one of them up on Instagram for sale, and I said, I have the same exact bike and I love it. And he goes, oh, don't feel bad, I got another one too. And yeah, these bikes are awesome. I am a fan of the oil heads. I would probably pick up another oil head in a heartbeat. Maybe a 1200 if the price was right. In all honesty, I don't want to get my wife something big, but if the price was right on a 1200, or if one just fell into my lap or something, I'd be like, here's your bike. Yay, you're turning. I also kind of don't want to go through town right now in Emmaus because there's a farmer's market and I love it. It's great. Good vendors. Slows traffic down to a crawl. So I'm gonna just do a loop around. it's just lots of fun here. Just, I mean, I love the old farm roads, and since I got back from a business trip in April, I've been really riding. Well, I sealed the fuel tank on this. I had to. The liner was falling apart, and when I say falling apart, it was creating fuel issues, and so I did everything. I changed the fuel pump, I did all that stuff, and I'm much happier with the way this is running. It could be getting a little bit better fuel economy. I gotta figure out what's up with that. If it needs some sort of, if I just need to, I need to check the intervals on when I did my last valve adjustment. I'm gonna change the air filter when that happens. Fuel filter has been changed to the BMW, an actual BMW spec, not a MAL. I mean, MAL is a good brand, but the previous owner gave me a bunch of stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, here's a BMW one. So when I did the fuel, I also changed the fuel pump. I might switch that back. So it's, I mean, just little stuff like that. I don't want to pay $400 for a fuel pump. That's the thing. I am cheap. This is an older bike. I have been going with aftermarket stuff. You know, the ignition system all got changed out, new wires, new plugs, new coil, and I went all aftermarket on that. I mean, with the bike this old, it has 100,000 miles, 104. What do you mean no turn on red? I guess for safety. Maybe I'll go through Macungie. Right now I'm in Shimersville. Gotta love these PA names. Shimersville, Emmaus. Macungie. Just gotta be careful here because we got a hill. Guys, today is also the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I am not doing that. Years ago they were very elitist when it came to what motorcycle ride you had and all that stuff, and it's just like, you know what, I don't need to be a part of that group. Okay, that's cool. Good for you, good job raising money. I'll give that I'll give whatever charity the same money without, because you guys didn't want me on a Ninja 500. That wasn't distinguished enough. I did get asked this year to do it, and I'm like, no. Now you kind of left me a little salty. So, but if you have a cool bike, if you have a cool outfit, rock it, do it. We're getting into Macungie here. Macungie's really cool because you have all these different, well, you got this barnyard market, which is really cool. It looks like, I mean, I like the Bigfoot there. But you come in here about 3 times a year. There are 3 big car shows. There's the Wheels of Time. There's, well, no, first it's the truck show, and that's coming up Father's Day weekend. And then you have Das Akfest, which is that is early August. And then you have, what else do you have? Oh, you have Wheels of Time, which is late August, which is your hot rod show. I mean, all three are good. I like the truck show the most. And I know the Wheels of Time organization, they've been, well, not Wheels of Time, it was Mopar Madness. They go over to the park a few times a year. We're going to go this way. We're going to go back through Emmaus. We're going to go back to Emmaus this way. And, we're going to go by Blackman's Motorcycles or Power Sports. They sell everything, jet skis, motorcycles, side-by-sides. They do have, the neat thing is they have Royal Enfield, and I don't know if there's still a Goodsey dealer. Goodsey's a little weird. And then they're a Vespa dealer. And I mean, it's probably, we had a European-centric dealer in the Lehigh Valley. I'm not gonna lie, I'd walk in there, they'd put their nose up and not talk to me, and then when they close, I'm like, good riddance. I go to Blackman's, they're like, hello sir, how can I help you? You looking for anything in particular? And you know, that's how it should be. And I went to a Harley dealership yesterday in town, same thing. Like, they were very respectful, and they at least talk to you. I mean, if you have salespeople that don't want to talk to you, what good are those salespeople? Yeah, see, here's Blackman's. Looks like they're not open today. They used to do PA licensing there. That's where I got my PA, motorcycle license 16 years ago. And, yeah, so I got my license there. And I mean, since then, I think it was when Total Control took over for PA in the late teens. They gave up on that. The rumor was there was noise complaints and stuff. I'm like, I call BS on that. If I should probably try to do a cut there, because I gave you guys nothing. I need to learn how to edit. Yeah, or I could cut off the video there. Okay, that's odd. My headset just turned itself off. I didn't touch it. I didn't even know it was on. Oh, you know what? Maybe it has a self timer where it shuts itself off. And then once it hits percentage, it turns. I don't know. I think I'm going to end this video real soon here. I'm sorry if it got too awkward. But it happens. I'm new to this. Hopefully I can do some longer videos. Oh, you suck. I don't know. I want to do longer videos if I ride with Walt or any of those Northeast Moto vloggers, because I know for a fact I'm not going to be riding with some of the West Coast guys. I can't see them. Lately, they haven't. They've been wanting to stay on the West Coast. They have no interest in the East Coast. But hey, that's more for us here on the East Coast. We can make some good moto vlog videos. And I'm not looking to be a full-on YouTuber. Oops, yeah. So, sorry, Mr. Police Officer. I didn't mean to go over the double yellow. I just took that turn too wide. Anyway, I'm going to cut it off here, and I'll catch you next time. And thanks for watching my first video.